goalie Daniela Gayet and just the defense as a whole?
Well, they run both a man and a zone, and we know that, but there are certain characteristics for each. Within a zone, the main goal is keeping out those inside looks, and you'll see Coco Vanderveer in the middle trying to make sure that if that pass gets inside, she's there to block it. But it's also important to note that if you're not sliding correctly, there can be gaps that opens up for your other team. While Syracuse also does run a man, allowing you to match up your better 1v1 defenders with other teams' leading scorers. So today, if they do come out in a man, it is very important to note and keep an eye on who is on Jenna DiNardo for UVA.
What's the solution for Virginia with its goalies and on defense as a whole?
I mean, look, goalie's a tough gig in general, especially when you're in that position. I mean, Mel Jefferson was getting good looks on the outside earlier in the regular season, but in that game, it was all getting dumped on the crease. And that's exactly what head coach LaMonica said. It doesn't all fall on her shoulders. The defense needs to do a better job on pushing them out so that they get the looks that they want to see for her. It is day 2 here in Foxborough for training camp for the Patriots, and the offense is settling in with Drake May connecting well to many receivers with Gibson and Stevenson, but one new face, Travion Henderson from Ohio State, making multiple catches here today, looking to boost up that Patriot offense. In Foxborough, Jill Schumacher, WPRI. It's the 3rd day of Patriots training camp, and one thing is clear. Changes in mentality and culture are being made for this team, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And one player that has stood out to Mike Vrabel is Keon White.
So again, as we work through this and progress, and we're just a couple days into this, but I think Keon's got a great attitude. I love kind of just being able to coach him. He's very receptive he's a very coachable player.
From a defensive standpoint, I don't want the offense to get 1 yard, and anything more than that is a loss. And that's what dominant defenses look like, and that should be the expectation. Yeah, are they going to get yards on plays? But I feel like the standard should be negative yards every play.
It was a walkthrough day here in Foxborough, but that allowed the Patriots to focus on fundamentals, especially on the defensive end of the ball, with veteran defenders Kyle Duggar and Keon White saying that this particular group is getting closer and closer each day. After the Patriots finished the 2024 season, second to last in third down defense, with a 65% completion rate, this veteran defense is coming together to push each other forward. 6th-year Kyle Duggar said this group is versatile, focused, and ready to learn.
I really like the versatility as far as we kind of do a lot of different things. And so that kind of makes us unpredictable, which is always great. So I think that's my favorite thing right now.
It'll be exciting to see what this defense has in store when pads are brought out next week. In Foxborough, I'm Jill Schumacher, Channel 12 Sports.
Thanks so much for joining us from Christian Brothers Academy. Ian Nicholas alongside Jill Schumacher. And Jill, Emma Ward and the Syracuse team, they stumbled last weekend against Virginia Tech. How do they get up for this big game?
Well, that's all you need. The rivalry is completely enough, and you can't forget what happened the last couple seasons.
3 losses for Ward and the Orange against BC a year ago. But at the same time, that means nobody knows this Eagles team better than the Orange's star attacker.
Ward is truly their X-factor player. It is her ability to get her hands free. She is so dangerous when she is inside of the 8, making it very hard to stop with the amount of power she gets behind her shots. Also facilitating behind that X, that is the reason why she leads this team in assists.
An assist in every single game, and one tonight would give her the most of any player in Orange history. On the Eagle side of things, they have a feeder and a scorer in Davis and Clark.
This BC roster is stacked, but Clark is their leading scorer for a reason. She dodges with speed and power.
There's a lot of power on both of these offenses, and Jill, that makes it especially more difficult for the 2 goalies in net.
Shea Dolce is one of the most athletic goalies within this conference. Her reaction time and skill, and Gayet just being so consistent for the Syracuse team. The first week of training camp just wrapped up here in Foxborough, and the rookies are settling in, many of them saying they're very excited for pads next week. Rookie Travion Henderson performed well today, making multiple receptions and connecting well with Drake May, showing his speed and handling ability even on low passes.
I feel like I always had the ability, but I didn't get too many opportunities to really excel at that at that position, you know, flexing outside. And so I'm just thankful that they're giving me the opportunity to showcase that. And I'm just trying to continue to work at it and get better, you know.
4th overall draft pick Will Campbell says there's always something to learn as a rookie, crediting the vets on his O-line for his success so far.
And I'm just super fortunate to not, have a guy like Keon, but not only him, guys like B. Moore, Milt, Casey, Harold, a lot of those guys have played a lot more football than me. So anything that, that they can help me with, give me tips and things that they see that I'm doing that can help my game and, just help me get better in any way, that's what a rookie asks for. So I'm super fortunate to have that.
Sunday being an off day, the Patriots will return to week 2 of training camp on Monday in pads. In Foxborough, I'm Jill Schumacher, Channel 12 Sports. Lacrosse went down to College Park trying to break their losing streak against Maryland head coach John Tillman. Cuse needs a response, and who other than 77 Owen Hiltz answers. Spanos dodging left. Shot, save, but the rebound for the signal from the official. He is not sure if he stepped in the crease or not. Look at him with his hands up. Is it good? Is it good? It is good. Maryland takes its 7th straight win against Syracuse, making coach John Tillman still without a single loss. Hockey's greatest rivalry takes center ice in battles for their country. USA and Canada's gloves are off as they set to face off in the Four Nations Championship. USA and Canada take on the ice in Boston's TD Garden in a highly anticipated matchup. The Stars and Stripes looking to answer Canada's early first period goal. Austin Matthews wrapping around the cage and tapped in by Brady Tkachuk, and he scores. It is a goal for USA. Zach Renski with room. Saved out in front and shoveled in by Jake Sanderson, putting USA up by 1. Canada looking to push the pace here. Sam Bennett fires one. And this goes bar down, sending this game into overtime. Connor McDavid, and he seals the deal. It is only fitting that McDavid is the one to score the game-winning goal for Canada to win this championship 3-2. Now inside the Dome, it is a highly anticipated lacrosse matchup with some deep history. Syracuse Notre Dame lacrosse is a game circled on every lacrosse fan's calendar each year. The Orange looking to take back down the back-to-back national champs. Syracuse headed into this game with hopes of their 6th straight win of the season. Cuse down by 3. Peyton Anderson coming around the crease, muscling his way in, and puts one up on the board for the Orange after being down. Michael Leo putting on the Jets and rips it going bar down, making that his 20th goal of the season. Luke Roa up the top, inside Joey Spallina, sidearm and scores. Spallina with those quick hands cashing it in. Lefty Owen Hiltz just too fast to clock that in. The Orange up 9-3, Roa at X to Spallina, spin move, and scores. The Orange are up by 4. Anderson to Wyatt Hoddle for another Cuse goal. Syracuse takes down the defending national champs, and up next for the Orange is number 1 Cornell in a neutral site matchup Saturday at Ford on Long Island. The Yankees' leading home run scorer this postseason has been dealing with elbow issues. Starting spring training, he has only strictly been doing agility work. Stanton said that he has not swung a bat in close to 4 weeks. But yesterday, he left Florida and returned to New York. The Yankees have stated that his return home was not related to his elbow issues. Manager Aaron Boone said the trip home was of a personal nature, and that is all he can comment on that for now. Boone said he is not sure when Stanton will return home, but he says hopefully soon.
And Jill, the Yankees are making headlines in another way as well.
Yeah, that's 100% for sure. I mean, the thing is that they're not even making it on the field. They're making it in the barber shop. They're now allowing well-trimmed beards, getting rid of a year-long tradition dating back to the 70s.
The moment. It's crazy to say, Jill, but there's only about 3 weeks left to go in the regular season, so this game means a whole lot.
And that's exactly what head coach Kayla Trainer said. She said they worked so hard during the regular season to get good seating in the postseason.
Well, this will all start at the draw control circle, and that's where Virginia definitely has the advantage in this one because Kate Gallica is the reigning ACC Freshman of the Year, and she's just 1 away from 100 draws on the season.
Gallica is a force to be reckoned with on that draw circle. It is truly her ability to track that ball and her reaction time to that whistle. And that is what head coach LaMonica said, that they truly invested in her to be their main draw person.
On the other side of things, Emma Ward for Syracuse is an absolute star. The grad student just 3 points away from 300 in her career.
I mean, look, it's no secret that Emma Ward could score, but it's truly her ability to assist from X. Head coach Kayla Trainer called her a zone buster with her vision behind the net, getting her passes to those teammates.
I am in the Tampa Patriots Club, where we are one of the biggest fan clubs outside of New England. We have thousands of members, and everybody just comes together, watch games, and yeah, we're having a big party for the Bucks Patriots in November. It's going to be a great time.
And how did that work when Tom Brady came over to your neck of the woods?
Well, I wasn't down there for that part of time. It saddened me because I was still up here in New England, but I was wishing him the best in Tampa, and he won a Super Bowl, so I was all happy for him.
What are you guys expecting for the season? Anything in particular to look out for?
Hopefully improvement, you know. They made a lot of big changes this offseason within the coaching staff and with the players, so just, you know, I was here last year for training camp, and just seeing the effort with the coaches, that, you know, you see coaches jumping in plays, getting in drills, like you see them getting physical. So it's just, you can tell it's such a more deep bond with this, you know, the player group and coach group. So
Syracuse men's lacrosse is now 4-2 on their season, struggling against higher-seeded opponents such as Maryland and Harvard. That Harvard loss was a 1-goal upset game here in the Dome, and the major fall-off for that team was shots on goal in the second half. They started with 20 shots on goal within the first half, and it dropped all the way to 7 within the second half. And tomorrow, the Orange are gearing up to face number 7 Johns Hopkins here in the Dome. So if they want to walk away tomorrow with a win, they will have to be deliberate and precise with their shots.
It takes a special person to be a coach. Once Terrence Gower was told the Mohawk Valley swim team needed help coaching, he embraced this new role.
It's actually the most fulfilling thing I've done. I never saw myself doing this 10, 20 years ago. Just working with the different athletes, it's just very rewarding to see when they get a stroke down, which you've been working on swimming, and just the excitement that they did it.
That excitement is one that Gower gets to see in his son Joshua. Joshua has Down syndrome and started swimming when he was a teenager, and has been his coaching inspiration.
But he never got a chance to play high school sports. So this gave him an opportunity to compete, come out to have teammates that they, you know, which he never had.
The Special Olympics has several teams in Central New York who compete in rec leagues, regionals, winter and summer state games. This year, Mohawk Valley swim team has 23 athletes, and Gower says they are incredibly dedicated and train hard.
It means the world to me.
It does the world to me too. I have my son here too. He swims here too, and my husband. It's wonderful. It's a family thing.
Gower says many people don't realize how amazing some of these athletes are, not just in sports, but in life.
When they go to competition and actually are able to do it, it's an amazing experience. I wish more people could, you know, see exactly what these athletes put into it.
Gower and his athletes are in preparation mode as their next meet is just around the corner. The Special Olympics has close to 4 million athletes. And here in Central New York, that is not any different. These athletes are gearing up and training for their state regionals in Auburn, taking place in June. Jill Schumacher, NCC News.